Love you better. All right, it's a Friday night. Let's see where we at, everybody. Facebook, I do not own the rights to this music, so don't fuck with me tonight. I don't own the rights to this music. Don't mess with me. Down a little bit more, so only I can hear it. Hey, everybody. It's a Friday night. Hey, everybody. Happy New Year. It's a Friday night. Time to regroup. Time to reset. I'll be sure. In case y'all can't hear it, a little bit. Just a little bit. That's enough. I don't want to get blocked by Facebook. I don't want to end up in Facebook jail all over again. So I can only say it just a little bit to myself. DMX. Hey, everybody. Hey. Hey, Isaiah, Camille, James, Danny. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? Hi, Deidre. How y'all doing? Happy Friday. You are on the Welcome to Women's Closet TV show. So tonight, let me turn this down. All right. So tonight, what we're going to be talking about is oh shit moments. My eyes are red. Look like I'm tired. We're going to talk about oh shit moments, and we're going to talk about house cleaning spiritually. Then I want to tell you, hi, Kelvin. Hey, badass. Then I want to tell you about something I've been doing since the beginning of December. And then I'm going to tell you what the results were and what I intend to do, because I'm not happy with the results at all, because something happened and I'm not liking it. But I'm going to tell you some other stuff that I'm not liking either. Hello, Kelvin. How are you? So let's talk about oh shit moments first. So what I mean by oh shit moments is this: when you are in a point in your lifetime and you on this wheel. It's called the work wheel. Hey, mama. Oh, hey, badass. So, and you on this work wheel, whether it's a work wheel or a entrepreneur wheel, but either way, you're going like this. Hamsters get on those wheels. Our life get on those wheels. Day in, Happy New Year, Kelvin. Day in and day out. And then one day you ask yourself, what am I going to do after this? I'm busting my ass. What am I going to do after this? In the meantime, you still on the hamster wheel. That 40-hour work week, you rush your ass to get to work. They tell you what time you could clock out, what time to go to lunch, what time you need to be at a specific point, what time you could clock out, and then you rush again. You got to rush home. So you're still on the hamster wheel. You get home, because now you got to deal with traffic. You get home, and while you're dealing with traffic, you get pissed off and you become road rage. Meantime, you're still on this wheel. You get home, now you got to deal with home shit. It could be the kids, it could be the wife, it could be the spouse, it could be all those people. That's the hamster wheel. There's a point in time when you're going to have a, what am I doing? How long can I keep this up? What am I going to do after I do this? Some people have a plan. Some people don't. Those are oh shit moments, and everybody has them. So I'm going to be talking about three people, well, actually two people, including myself, that have had some oh shit moments. Okay. There's a young lady who is a personal trainer, and I'm going to put her in a category as a nutritionist. She became a personal trainer purely by accident. It wasn't her intention to become a personal trainer, but because she competes in bodybuilding, she found herself training other people. So she also is involved with a business, and her business partner had said something to her about, you doing this, you doing that. And the thing about it is this: whenever you have a business, your business is going to go up and down. You're going to have up moments, high five. You're going to have down moments, and your down moments can beat your ass and beat you up. But you can't let your down moments beat you down to a point where you're like, what am I doing? How long am I gonna be stuck in this? Because your down moments can get you depressed. But you got to keep at it, keep going. So in this situation with this personal trainer, because she's been in the business for 4 years, she was in a conversation with my daughter. Tara has had her oh shit moments. Tara has had a couple oh shit moments. Anytime you're in a situation where you are transitioning from one thing to another, that is a oh shit moment, because you are transitioning from what you are doing into something else, something new, something that is going to cause you to not work so hard, but work smarter. And once you get to that point where you are working smarter and not harder, you're at your oh shit moment. Whether it's a job, or whether I'm losing my voice, or whether it's a business. Either way, you are transitioning into something else, for something else, because you have done or maxed out what you are currently doing. Hopefully, y'all are getting this. When Tara had her oh shit moment, most people who know me know that my daughter has been a mechanic for 12 years. She has done mechanical, electrical, auto body, paint, collision, window tinting. She has done them all. But there's a point in Tara's time where she got tired and like, I don't want to do this no more. Anytime you at that point where you could say to yourself, hey, I don't want to do this no more, it's time for you to make a change. It's time for you to think about what it is that you want to do from that point on. Hi, Loretta. What it is that you want to do from that point on. And hopefully you plan it out really well. And one way to plan it out really well is to ask yourself, what is it that you want to do? What is it that you like to do? What is it that you need to do? 3 different questions. What do you like? What do you want? What do you need? Write it down. each one of those answers may be different. You may like something, and it might not be the same thing as what you want to do, and it may not be the same thing as what you need to do in order for you to pay your bills and sustain. So if ever you have, I'm flashing. I can tell when I'm flashing. Whenever you question where you're at in life and you are considering a transition, that is your personal oh-ish moment. That's your personal oh-ish moment. Everybody oh-ish moment is completely different. The second thing I want to talk about is this. I'm going to tell you about house cleaning. And I don't mean house cleaning as y'all know it. No, that's not what I'm talking about. The kind of house cleaning I'm talking about is, and before I go into that, don't judge me. I am a spiritual person, not religious. I am spiritual, but whatever you do, don't judge me. House cleaning is all about clearing your home. Whatever you call your home, it's about clearing your home, clearing your house spiritually. Every day we go out into the world, the environment, and we never know what is attached to people. Have you ever experienced something and you felt as though something was attached to you, or something was near you, or you felt as though something was near you, and the bottom line is when you looked around, wasn't nothing there? Nothing there at all? Or have you ever been in a situation, or you walked into a situation and you didn't have to say anything, but you felt as though the energy in that environment was not good? The energy and the people that you were around is not good. Have you ever said to yourself, oh, this person has bad energy? What the hell does that mean? For a person to have bad energy. So we're going to talk about that. In order, this is such a touchy subject. When it comes to any of those things, thank you for the thumbs up. When it comes to any of those things, there's certain things you can do, number one, to ground yourself before you walk out your house. Then there's things you can do to spiritually protect your home so that you're not bringing nothing in the house with you from the environment, especially if you work in a hospital, or you work or have worked or been around and in and out of a funeral home. So there's some entities that can attach to us and you not know it. So I'm gonna do this like real quick. As far as grounding yourself, you need to get some frankincense essential oils. Frankincense essential oils or frankincense body oils. Either in this situation, either one is okay. If you know of a store where you, or a Muslim brother or a Muslima that sells the frankincense body oil or the myrrh, you could get the frankincense or the myrrh, use them independently, or you can combine them and blend them together. These two biblical oils is used for grounding. and it's also used for protection. In case y'all didn't know that, yes. After I take a shower, I shouldn't be telling y'all this, but I'm going to share it. After I take a shower, I literally go through a ritual for grounding and protecting myself for what I am about to deal with out in the world. I personally use a combination. I use frankincense and I use myrrh. They're both for grounding, especially frankincense for protection. And I put them on certain areas of my body. Okay? But I'm going to tell you this. If you put a couple drops on your hands and you rub your hands together, and you just anoint yourself all over. I'm doing this butt ass naked. Okay? Then when I put my clothes on, I do it again, because most people, if you notice this, most people have a habit of touching you on your shoulders, like right on your back, right on your shoulders. For whatever reason, people love to touch you there. Hey, how you doing? They want to pat you on your back and stuff, and they want to pat you on your shoulder. Those are the areas where you want to put the frankincense and myrrh, on the top of your back and on your shoulders. Also on your wrists. Those are the most common areas where people like to touch. And you may say, Carol, well, what does that do? Simple. What that does is it puts a barrier between the person that's touching you and your clothes. Because if you anointed yourself with these biblical oils, that is a barrier of protection, regardless of where you put it at. It's a barrier of protection. I do this like a ritual in the morning, and I've been doing it, oh my gosh, for as long as I became a very spiritual person, and that was back in 1993 when I took my Shahada. Okay. Another thing you want to do as far as clearing. Hi, Mike. Another thing you want to do as far as clearing your home, you want to get some sage. Sage you can get in a holistic store. A holistic or spiritual store, or go on Amazon. Everybody know what Amazon is. www.amazon.com. Hey Trina, how you doing? What sage does is, if there's any entities in your environment in which you call home, it will clear out those entities, especially if the entities has become a disturbance to you. I'm just putting this out there. Everything I'm talking about tonight may seem strange, but it's facts, it's reality, it's real. Some of you may say, oh, that's hogwash, or oh, Carol, that don't exist. I'm gonna tell you this, people, it does exist. At some point in your life, you've had this experience. You've had this experience if you had a loved one cross over and the loved one has come back to visit. Some people say loved ones or friends, relatives, whoever, they come back in a dream. Also, some people say, I was wide awake when so-and-so came to visit me. Some people are wide awake. I have a colleague that can hear them. So if you have experienced this and you never knew what to do, I'm telling you now, get some sage, and not any kind of sage. It's going to be a specific kind of sage. That specific kind of sage is going to be white sage. Don't get no blend with nothing. You want to get white sage and white sage only, because white sage is more effective for the entities, the spiritual entities, compared to a blended sage. Nothing wrong with blended sage. You can burn blended sage for the scent and for the smell. But if you are trying to clear out your house, your home, your apartment, your mobile home, whatever you call home, your car, because some people live in their car, your car, whatever, you can sage any dwelling. People say, oh, so-and-so has bad energy. You feel like a person has bad energy and you let them in your home, sage it, so that bad energy is not fumigating and floating around in your house, because it will affect other people in your house. That's what I wanted to say about clearing your house. Sage. Now, as far as the floors, you can, I don't have my books with me tonight. There's a floor wash that you can use to mop your floors. And you know what, Trina? Hold on, Facebook. Trina, what is the name? Just type it in. What is the name? I can't think of the name of it. What is the name of the floor wash that I can't think of the name of that can be used for clearing out the house, but also mopping the floors? Facebook, there's a specific kind of floor wash that you can use to mop your floors with. Van Van. Thank you, Trina. Thank you. The name of that floor wash is called Van Van. And once again, Van Van, you're not going to find on Amazon. You're not going to find Van Van on Amazon. You will find Van Van from a holistic or spiritual store, and you want to ask for Van Van floor wash. When you go into, especially the spiritual stores, when you go into the spiritual stores, they know exactly what you're talking about. So sage takes care of your whole house because you're burning. Now, the thing about sage is you need to know what it means when your sage starts burning. Because if it starts burning a certain kind of way, it means something. Anyone who watches this and you are a spiritual person, I'm just putting this out there, you're a spiritual person, you are a white lighter, you know exactly what I'm talking about. When that sage burns in a specific way, it means something. Now, I'm not going to go into any details of what it means, but anybody who wants to know, you can reach out to me and I'll go into more detail about that, because that's not a conversation I think that everybody would be open to because of the nature of it. Some people have an open mind, some people don't. The ones that have an open mind, by all means, reach out to me and we could definitely have that conversation. For the ones that I'm not going to use the word closed mind, but I'm going to say, you know what? Open your temple to other elements of the universe, because there are definitely elements in the universe that affects your life, that affects you. And even though you may not believe in it, they certainly believe in you. So please keep that in mind. The next thing I want to talk about, so I talked about Van, I talked about sage. Now I'm gonna go, I'm gonna shift to a lighter side. I also talked about grounding using the frankincense body oil and the myrrh body oil. You do not have to blend them together. If you want to make a choice between the two, Wanda, if you want to make a choice between the two, between the myrrh and the frankincense, get the frankincense. If you cannot afford to get both, get the frankincense. Frankincense is more it's effective for grounding and it's stronger than myrrh. But of course, both of those are biblical oils. So they both are strong in nature and they both are strong and effective in the therapeutic properties of these oils. And please keep in mind, whether it's a carrier oil, whether it's a body oil, whether it's a therapeutic oil, whether it's a essential oil, all the oils have their own individual vibration. And these oils also have their own therapeutic properties individually of their own. Some oils are more volatile than others because some oils are more toxic than others. But frankincense, and everybody have heard, most people, I can't say everybody, most people have heard of frankincense and myrrh. They're two biblical oils. They're in the Bible. So it's not like I'm saying something wrong here or something that's foreign because most people heard of frankincense and myrrh. Hi, Andrew. Hi, Wanda. How you doing? So we talked about the grounding. We talked about the clearing, spiritual clearing of the house. We talked about the Van floor wash. And that's a good start for 2020. If you have not already, like people make New Year's resolutions. Nothing wrong with New Year's resolutions. Make that part, and it's still the beginning of the new year. We're not quite in the middle of January yet. So it's not too late to start off fresh with doing a spiritual clearing of your home, of your body for 2020. Not that you're going to do this only one time. This should be done when it comes to the temple. That's done every day. When it comes to your home, that's done once a week. It's done once a week. Trina. Oh, Wanda, I'm doing good. And yourself? Thank you for asking. I appreciate it. Trina, white sage is Trina says white sage is the best for cleansing. And she also helped me with the floor wash, which is Van floor wash is what it is. The next thing I want to discuss with you is something I read and I also posted on my Facebook page. Philadelphia's, I'm doing a shift right now, y'all. I'm shifting. I read in the Metro paper this week that Philadelphia is the third city. Philadelphia is the third highest city documented for STDs. Now, Philadelphia was not always number 3 on the list for having the city that has the most STDs in the entire United States. We wasn't always number 3. We was like last year, a couple years ago, we was like number 10. But hell, we done moved all the way up to number 3. So when I read that in the paper, it says a lot of people is being reckless with their body. If Philadelphia is number 3 on the list in the entire United States for STDs, A lot of recklessness is going on, a whole lot. And I'm going to just be blunt and I'm going to keep it real with you as always. Gentlemen, as much as y'all don't like to wear condoms, I think and believe you really should. Put a metal jacket on that dick. Put a metal jacket on it. Women can smell good, look good, be pretty, got a 10 freaking body that you just want to tap that coochie with, but she dirty. She got an STD. Or she got something else. HPV, chlamydia, AIDS, trichomonas. She got something. Now, I know some OGs that used to say they give women what they call a pussy test. And what the guys do, ladies, especially the young ladies, especially y'all, anytime a man take his finger, I hope y'all listening to this, take his finger, and I've heard an OG tell me this, and this is matter of fact, I've heard a lot of men say this, like men that's in their 50s and up. And women, pay attention, because you probably never noticed that they done stuck their finger in their ear, and then they want to take and at the tip of their finger, and then they want to take that finger that they put in their ear and put the finger in the vajayjay. They are looking for something. They're looking for a reaction on you, because if you have something, that tells the men, oh, she got a disease. Something ain't right with the vajayjay. So, gentlemen, put a full metal jacket on it so that you can be careful. Hi, Michael. How you doing? So that you can be careful in protecting your body. Ladies, I'm going to get on you too. Stop being so quick to hop in a car. Oh, he got a nice car. You get your little ass in that car, he looking for some pussy because he didn't give you a car ride. Okay? Nails, money, food, shelter, kids. All those things is your basic elements. All of them are your basic elements for survival. Don't be so quick to give up your vajayjay in order for that man to give you what you want, because the reality is you can do it yourself. You can. Is it work? Yes. Do you got to put in some effort and time? Absolutely. But can you do it on your own? Fuck yeah, you can. Stop being so quick to drop your panties down before you go get tested. Stop being so quick to, I want to slide it in, before you go get tested. In today's time, you better get tested. It's nothing wrong with the both of you going to the doctor together and saying, listen, we're going to have, you know what? We're going to be in this relationship. Do you mind if we go get a test? In today's time, you need to be doing that. And either party shouldn't have a problem with going to the free clinic, going to a private doctor, going to a hospital, going some freaking where, and both of y'all get tested together. And when those test results come out, both of y'all are there to listen to each other's test results. Because in today's time, oh, you may go to the hospital, get a little cure, but what happens when you don't have a date with the hospital no more, you got a date with the funeral home on a slow pathway because you was not careful. Stop being reckless, people. When last year, couple months ago, I did an episode here on the Women's Closet TV show, and I gave y'all numbers, meaning ages of women and men by age bracket that was reckless. So a lot of people think, oh, that's them young people. That's the teenagers. That's the millennials. Some of them, but not all of them. Census research, CDC, NIH, WHO, these are all health organizations, in case y'all didn't know that. CDC, Center for Disease Control, NIH, National Institutes of Health, WHO, World Health Organization. Those three I follow along with C-SPAN, CNN, and C-SPAN 1 and 2. So when it comes to the age brackets for STDs, and then I gave y'all a breakdown of which STDs had the highest rates. Fast forward to now, Philadelphia is documented as number freaking 3 on the STD list in the entire United States. That's a lot of freaking recklessness for any city to be number 3, number 2, number 1, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8. Regardless, it's too much. Be very careful, people. I don't care what he or she tells you. They can say, you know what? I'm good. I'm safe. Really? How do you know they're safe? How do you know they are STD free? How do you know they're STD free? You don't know they're STD free unless the both of you go to the clinic, free clinic, doctor, whatever, and get tested together. And those test results are read in front of both of you. Age bracket. According to what I read, thank you for the thumbs up. According to what I read, the age bracket also went into 40, 50, 60. Not too many 60s, but that 40 age bracket to 55 age bracket, them numbers was high. And when I read the numbers, I'm looking at the numbers for the teenagers. I'm looking at the numbers for the millennials. I'm looking at the numbers for the Generation X. And then I get to the 40 age bracket, 40 to 55. What happened? That what hormones just shot the hell up? That everybody that's in this age bracket between 40 and 55 is just fucking out a storm instead of being careful? 40 and 55 age brackets, you have the freaking millennials beat. And the teenagers that's out here doing the adult thing, and they shouldn't be doing the adult thing because they don't know what they're doing. Them little angels don't know jack about what they're doing. They think they know what they're doing, but they really don't. But 40 to 55, you got them beat too. Number 3 on the list in the entire United States, Philadelphia. There's us. And Philadelphia is a city, and it has little cities within cities. And if you're in Philly, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Cities within cities, North Philly, West Philly, South Philly, Germantown, Mount Airy, West Oak Lane, East Oak Lane, Southwest Philly, Northeast Philly, Greater Northeast Philly, Paradise section, the bottom. I know y'all get it. For people that don't live in Philly, y'all won't understand. Because in the city you probably live in, outside, wherever you live at in the city state, it's like, this is my city and that's it. Philly is different. Philly is very different. We have little sections of Philadelphia, that's make up Philadelphia. And Philadelphia is big. It's not no little city. It's a metropolitan city. It has little cities within cities. And we came in this metropolitan city came in number 3 on the list. It's having the highest STD rate in the United States. I used to believe, so I was told, like every time I go to Atlanta, I had people telling me, don't shake nobody in Atlanta hand. I get told that every time I go to Atlanta because Atlanta is known for STDs. Atlanta is known for STDs. Not knocking Atlanta. Don't crucify me. Don't judge me. It is what it is. Don't come at me. It is what it is. Be careful, people. Be very, very careful with your temple. It doesn't hurt to ask the person that you want to engage with, let's be cautious. Let's go get tested together and get the test results read together. It's nothing wrong with that. Hi, Zamir. How you doing? Happy New Year, Zamir. There's nothing wrong with that. So please, people, be careful. Be careful. Don't want to see or hear of anybody. Like, it's one thing to go to the hospital. It's another thing to end up 6 feet under in a casket. Not worth it. Be careful. Be very, very, very careful. It's diseases out there that have a cure. And then there's diseases out there that is documented that there is a cure, but for whatever reason, Big Pharma is not giving it. It's documented. I'm going to say this again. I hope y'all can read in between the lines. It's documented that there's a cure for certain diseases, and Big Pharma not releasing it only to those that can afford it. Other than that, if you have certain diseases, you're going to get a script so that you could live longer. Or so your T cell count, as far as whatever that microorganism or virus is, goes undetected. However, you still got it. Be careful, everybody. Be careful. Time to start. Hey, Beth, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. So let's recap what I talked about, because I don't want, it's Friday night. We talked about grounding. That was number 1. We talked about oh shit moments. Okay. So we talked about oh-ish moments. We talked about spiritual house cleaning, from the air to the floor, meaning from the space to the floor. We talked about that. We talked about the oils that you can use for grounding. We also talked about that. And we just got finished talking. Hey, Beth. We just got finished talking about Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love, being number 3 on the list. So the last thing I want to do is I want to give y'all an alert. I tried to post this alert and Facebook blocked me. And it was like a still pic alert. And when I posted it, Facebook blocked me. They said I couldn't post this particular post. Okay. So I'm gonna say this, since Facebook wouldn't let me post it. I don't know if y'all remember this, but this scheme has circulated around again. Back in the, and I can't say back, I can remember back in the old days, and fast forward to the current days, you had people that were posing or imitating that they were from the Census Bureau, or they were from a utility company, or they were from the utility company, the water company, the Census Bureau, wherever. And even though they had IDs that look real, the thing that, well, it's back again. And what the people are doing is, when you open your door, they push their way in and they rob you. So please be careful. Don't be quick to open your door. And even though that ID may appear valid, if something in here, in your inner soul, tells you don't open your door, or talk through them through the door, or talk to them through the window, you do that. Wanda says, when were the old days? Wanda, the old days were when I was a little girl. And I can remember back in the old days where the people would come around to your house and say they from such and such a company, and the reality was they were not from that company. They strictly there to rob you. Beth says, I got 4 calls a day saying they were the Social Security office. I know that is not an in-person offense, but it's another scam. Yes, it is. And the thing about it is, Beth, is when the elderly answer those phone calls, what the elderly make the mistake and do is, those Social Security scam calls will ask for your Social Security number. Don't give it to them. The elderly will make the mistake because they don't know, and give them their Social Security number. I only received one scam call, Social Security, and the call went like this. Naturally, I answered. The guy that was on the other line, he told me that I was wanted for security fraud, Social Security fraud. That's what he told me. He said, you are going to jail because you're wanted for Social Security fraud. And I was like, well, for what? Why am I wanted for Social Security fraud? And he says, we have it documented here that you defrauded the government for $15,000, for $10,000, and he gave me $25,000. So he was telling me that I defrauded the government 3 times: $15,000, $10,000, and $25,000. Now I know damn well I ain't do that. I've never been in any trouble like that. And he told me if I didn't, it was something he wanted me to do, and he basically threatened me and told me if I didn't do it, he was going to have the police come to my job and lock me up. This is where I went from 0 to 100. Some people who know me very closely know, depending on whatever the topic is, I can go from 0 to 100 like real quick, depending on what's being said to me. in this case, when he told me that he was going to come and have somebody come and lock me up at my job, oh, you got a problem. I don't take that lightly. I told him this, and he gave me, I'm going to tell you about another scam, but let me finish this one. He gave me another number to call. When they do that, connect the dots. And my attitude was this: if you feel as though that I'm guilty of those charges, then you bring the cops out here and let the cops lock my black ass up to my job, since you think you know where the fuck I'm at. And that was my response. But I didn't say that nice. I said it like nasty. So I'm sure y'all get the idea. Another scam that's out there, other than, thanks Beth for the Social Security, another scam that's out there is, one time I got a phone call that said I owed an electric bill. I was like, and it was for $43. So when the caller told me I owed an electric bill, I said, for what address? And to me, it was important. The address that this person gave, I never lived there. Never. My business wasn't even located at that address. Oh, thank you, Beth. My business wasn't even located at that address. And what they tell you to do, if you get anybody that tell you to go to the store, particularly a Rite Aid, they're not going to say a CVS. They're not going to say a Walgreens. It's always a Rite Aid, unless they, get creative and change it. And they're going to ask you to get a money pack card, it's a money pack card. And they're going to tell you, go to the Rite Aid, get the money pack card for the amount of money they say you owe for whatever it is, utility bill. For me, it was PECO, utility company. And call them back. Call them back and give them the number on the money pack card. Don't do that. Don't dare do that. Because once you do that, you can't get your money back because it's not traceable. It's not. And then what these group of people do is they will have it set up where it sounds legit, but if you know and you're up to date on the different scams, it's not true. The police departments, the federal government are aware of these scams. They're very much aware, but as it was explained to me, it's hard to catch them because they can be in business with a phone number one day and be shut down another day. I'm going to give you another example of a scam. There is a scam out there that will tell you you won. Oh man, what is it? You won. It's a scam out there to tell you that you won X amount of dollars. You know how people play the lottery? This scam is similar to that. Most people are familiar with the lottery. This particular scam group of people will tell you you won X amount of thousands of dollars. They even have a Washington, D.C. 202 area code. They have that. And it freaking sounds legit. But it's not. And they'll tell you you've won X amount of dollars. Hi, Ardell. But they want you to send them X amount of dollars to pay for shipping and all these other kind of fees. Don't do that, because you'll lose your money. And that one is through a, what do you call it? Western Union. That's a Western Union scam. Because they'll tell you, go to the Western Union and they'll give you the tracking. They'll give you all that. And you send your money through the Western Union. Don't do that. That's a scam too. So you have the Western Union scam. You have the utility scam. You have the Social Security scam. It is a new year and they are getting very much more creative than last year. Much more creative than last year. So be aware, when you pick up your phone, listen to the background. If it sounds like a freaking call center, hang the fuck up. That's a dead giveaway. I told y'all, let me know when I'm flashing. Let me know, because I'm always flashing. When people call, put your ears up. If it sounds like a freaking, some of them are legit, but you can tell the ones that's not. Listen to the background. If it sounds like a call center, tune in. Start asking some ridiculous goddamn questions. Crazy questions. Why they do this? Okay, just start asking questions until you are confident that it's not a scam call, because there's so many of them out there. So that's what I wanted to share with everybody tonight. You've been watching the Women's Closet TV show. I want to tell y'all about some things that's going on for 2020. March 7th and 8th, I am trying to narrow down the location, well, almost the location for the Kings and Queens Empowerment and Networking event. Also having in 2 weeks, I think it is January 18th, I am having a small business owners and entrepreneurs gathering. And anyone who wants to be on television, and I don't mean Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Snapchat, YouTube. I don't mean none of these social media outlets. I'm talking about actual TV. For any business owners and entrepreneurs who want their business, their products, their services, their entertainment, and you want it on television, like television, I will be doing a presentation on how you get your products, your business on television. And I'll be doing that on January, I think January 18th is on a Saturday. I will be putting out more information on that as we go along. And I will also, what else is going on? I will be doing a workshop on CBD, what CBD is, how to get involved with CBD, the benefits of CBD. And I think that is it for tonight. So y'all know what I do best. So let me start off with YouTube, because I'm also YouTube Live. I didn't do Periscope Live tonight. It's just Facebook. It's just us, everybody. And I did YouTube. So I want to take the time out to do what I do best. Don't nobody go anywhere. Hi, Miss Beeman. I can't say your Islamic name, but I know your government name, but you got it up here, so I don't want to call you by your government name. So I want to say thank you, Trina, for engagement and responding in the conversations on spiritual cleansing. And I appreciate that very much. But you know, I'm going to be talking to you right after I get off my live stream. Next, Facebook. Let me do what I do best, because I appreciate everybody that comes into my live stream and give me your time and spend time out with me. And I also, you know what? Never be afraid to engage with me. If there's something that you want to talk or you want to respond, just type it in. If anytime you want to be in my live stream, just give me a heads up and let me know, because I can get you in my live stream right from the comfort of your home. So let me take the time out to say thank you, Deidre. Thank you, Isaiah. Thank you, Camille. Thank you, James. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Kelvin. Thank you, Badass. Thank you, Badass, Kelvin. Thank you, Loretta. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Wanda. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Zamir. Thank you, Beth. Thank you, Beth, for your engagement. Thank you, Wanda, for your engagement. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Everybody, thank you for tuning in and giving me your time. Enjoy your weekend. Beth, I will see you Monday at Community College, Northeast Campus, early morning, teaching class to our future massage therapists. Have a good weekend, everybody. I am your host. My name is Carolyn, and I am the host of the Women's Closet TV show. I am here every Friday between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. Tonight I came on at 10 p.m. because I had to eat. And I'll see y'all later. Take care, everybody. Have a blessed day. And I will see everybody either Monday on my women's class, on my Let's Talk with Carolyn radio show. And I will also see you on Friday on the Women's Closet TV show. So keep in mind, Monday nights, I'm on the radio show at the radio station on the Let's Talk with Carolyn radio show from 8 to 10 p.m. And on Fridays, I am on the Women's Closet TV show from 8 to 10 p.m. And that's it. Thank you for the heart love. Thank you for the thumbs up, everybody. Just remember 2020, get your spiritual house cleansing with the sage, ground yourself with the frankincense oil and with the myrrh oil. If you want to get your floors spiritual clean, that is Van Van. Take care, everybody. Have a great night. Bye, Trina. I'll talk to you in a few minutes.